never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, Storm's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a call me, you see my don there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, where we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They run. It's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try the air now with Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Third and long. It's Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little. Bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big third down conversion. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Newton on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the... Seven yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aaron Donald able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing on third down, Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mark Barron, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Gurley again here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a third down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. Here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Finding some room at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 39. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Connor Barwin from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the give. Newton. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Park, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Off on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, And they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to punch it in. Stewart. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Gano out to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is gone. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. So 2nd and 10 here. Another carry now for Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
They'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. One last throw here for Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Connor Barwin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.